Loot Hoarder against Shaman, great card to see. The Shaman doesn't have the overdrive. Pretty effective.
Mind if I roll knee?
After a few minutes, I'm sure we'll get the overlay issue sorted out. This is, of course, the first game of the tournament. Thank you guys for tuning in so early in the stream. I'm sure after this game there won't be any issues like this.
I'm not sure if he doesn't have the and I wonder
it looks like I mean, it looks like
because you can see that when he was making his journey,
yeah, the cameras are
Hey, give me that!
For vengeance!
I like Logan's choice to go fast there last turn as well. Alright, so now we see two mage hands. Slowly getting Alright, same time, a lot of pressure on the mage. Normally this matchup favors the mage deck because you know, mage has Flame Strike, which is one of the best cards in the game against Shaman.
More souls!
Closing back out, and Shaman has no life gain, so you know, I'd say it's unwinnable.
I'll show them! I'll show them all! I'll show them. I'll show them all. I'll show them all.
That's interesting. You guys should get used to seeing a lot of Shaman and Mage. These are classes that aren't bad, but they're generally not ban-worthy compared to better decks like Warlock or Hunter. And so I expect to see this matchup come up a lot. And you know, it's not like I'm see a lot of ladders. tested a version of this out before the NA BlizzCon tournament. Generally, it's not a bad addition.
I guess. Hunter. Hunter is a pretty good matchup against against Shaman. I wouldn't say that
I disagree. I think Shaman is heavily favored against Hunter.
right now.
Yeah,
If it's just a face, if it's just a face Hunter, which looks like it, with Death Rattle attacks and Undertakers.
like even with 2-mana Starving Buzzard, the matchup was always close. Even if it slightly favored Hunter, Hunter would only win because of the Buzzard Unleash combo. Like now, the Shaman deck just sets up a bunch of 3 health taunts. Eventually, even without life gain, the Hunter deck just can't push through in a lot of situations. But yeah, I did say that Freeze Mage was favored, so and Shaman ended up winning, so anything can happen. But
This is really good because he has Undertaker and then he can coin out Spectral Spider, Haunted Creeper, and yeah.
it's a good play. It kind of makes his next turn not ideal. I wonder if like Knife Juggler into just Undertaker was a better play there, because Undertaker's still gonna die to the same stuff. You just get more power into play by playing Juggler first.
He just plays Rock Bottom because he wants to get rid of the Undertaker before he snowballs.
Yeah. I think I would just hero power here. He's gonna opt to Earthshock. Okay, his next turn's not like incredible. I mean, that Haunted Creeper's gonna threaten totems all game probably at this point.
But the turn isn't great for Hunter either. It's not on curve. So not that much stuff happening.
Yeah, I agree. Like a Ammo Companion or something like that would have been much better at playing on curve, the Hunter.
And it doesn't look that great for Hunter right now because he just top decked Pipe Spinner.
Yeah, Shaman had a great early game, so with all those cheap removals, so he could remove like all the Hunter's threats, and now Hunter will have a hard time to replenish his hand because there are no combos with Unleash and Buzzard.
Yeah, we're seeing a couple of cool deck building choices in both decks. I mean, Shamans don't always necessarily play Sludge Belcher. Usually they play either Sludge Belcher or Azure Drake. You rarely see both, so that's kind of cool to see. And the Hunter is also playing Black Knight in a Knife Juggler build. So Knife Juggler gives away the fact that he's playing Unleash the Hounds, but you don't usually see Black Knight in the Unleash the Hounds list, so it should be cool to see how that affects the games.
I've been laddering with Black Knight this season. It's really good because you get through all the taunts and stuff. So
Yeah, because you just get to the point where a guy plays Sludge Belcher, and if you don't have the trap, if you don't have the Hunter's Mark, there's nothing you can do about it. You just have to run minions into that, or kill command, for example. You still get the annoying slide.
like now he will get value from his Black Knight.
Yeah, pretty much
Right
everyone
away.
plays Belcher, I guess.
Yeah, so Black Knight is a good choice for almost any deck now because you are almost guaranteed to get value in every matchup.
Let's see if I would just run into 1-power creatures.
Yeah, me too.
I like seeing double Hunter's Mark. Some players have been shaving one. I think that's just lazy deck building. The card is just broken.
This is really nice, by the way. You got Iron Beak Owl from the Web Spinner,
Yeah.
and it's an amazing card. I'm not sure if Logan plays another Sludge Belcher, but if it does, it's gonna get good value. Even right now, we can just silence a totem.
This is interesting. He's opting the Defender. He's really protecting his life total. Doesn't want to take any damage. That makes sense. Next turn he can set up the spell power to Azure Drake. That seems good.
Probably Azure Drake and Lightning Storm next turn.
It's not going to be great against the Hunter's board, though. There's a 50% chance of... Well, actually, no. You're going to have the double spell power.
This is a really smart play, by the way. He killed the totem, the Manatee one, and he silenced the spell powers so the Shaman doesn't get the spell power totem with his hero
Yeah,
power.
so it's 50% chance of killing the Black Knight, and the Lothep's going to probably trade off with Defender. It's a big 50-50 here.
Oh, and he doesn't get it. And it's probably a freezing snake trap. Okay, just wasn't sure to play one already.
Yeah, they're playing kind of quick. It's tough to
This
catch
game
it.
is over, I think. But I saw Sylvanas in Shaman. I wonder if he has a reincarnate in the deck also.
Yes, I've seen people just play Sylvanas for value.
I think you just take people at this point because I have the trap. Yeah, I
he
don't
has-
see.
It's over.
Yeah,
He has
that's
little-
Yeah, he has lethal. Best caster is you. You just always consider all the possible plays, and you're like, oh, there's lethal.
I can't even see life totals, man. It's
Yeah,
so far away.
it's really far away.
Apology, boys.
Sun is playing Hamlet.
I think Mountain Giant is gonna make sweet, passionate love to the mage's face this game for like 24 damage. Because, yeah, you don't not ban Warlock. This is honestly, it's like a good matchup for. A lot of people think it's a good matchup for Freeze Mage, right? You have a lot of burn. The Warlock taps low, and you burn them out. But I mean, if you draw an Iron Beak Owl, you get a turn 4 Giant. Like, it's very easy for Handlock to just be too aggressive for the Mage to keep up with. Turn 4 Giant forces you to start playing freeze cards a lot earlier than you want to as a Mage deck.
Didn't Forsen have a Farser in his first mulligan phase? Any
Farsight?
Farser?
Yeah, Earth Ring.
Farseer.
Yeah, I
Isn't
think
that like what you want to have unlock when you have a coin?
Yeah, I
Is it
agree.
like turn 3 Farser?
I agree. That was a mistake to mulligan it.
I would have kept it. I
But
think.
he maybe tried to get another Mountain Giant, so he could pressure the mage.
He already has 2 4-drops, though. It doesn't really matter what they are. I mean, he's probably looking for like Iron Beak Owl, but yeah, Farseer is basically the best non-owl card in your deck at that point. I don't think putting it back was right. But you know, we've seen. Is Forsen the mage, or who's the mage?
Forsen is the Warlock.
the Warlock.
Forsen's the Warlock.
Look,
Alright.
you can see the shiny.
Good thing.
Ah,
So
okay.
he opted for coining out the Drake.
Yeah, that can't be right.
No, he can't play the. He don't have a 4-drop now. If he.
I really don't like this handlock play so far. I
No, I don't.
mean, so you Hellfire here, I guess. It gives you something to do on curve. You keep a Yeti. It's probably not getting better than that.
And also Forsen is playing 2 Hellfires, which is not commonly seen lately in the handlocks. They mostly play only 1 Hellfire and 2 Shadow Flames.
Yeah. This format is different, though. I mean, if you're expecting to ban Warlock yourself, for example, and you're not expecting much in the mirror, then you should expect to play it against decks like Shaman. So that would make you more inclined to play 2 Hellfires, I guess. I'm not sure if I like that, though.
Just decides to push for damage. What are the possibilities for Mage right now? Do you think Frost Knowing right now is good?
I mean, you probably can't take 12 damage. Gotta go for that. Jiraxis, okay.
I guess it's good for forcing any plays Jiraxis.
Yeah, most handlocks tend to play that card right now. It's very important against decks like Hunter and Priest. I tend to prefer Alexstrasza in basically every other matchup, though. You know, even against Hunter, I think Alexstrasza is better. But yeah, certain decks like Priest or Paladin have a really hard time fighting through a Jiraxis.
Nothing actually threatens the board against Warlock right now. Guess so.
Was already one Doomsayer is already gone, so
He doesn't do that much damage.
Setting up
basically.
for the Flame Strike
It's
next
yeah,
time.
Flame Strike next turn. I think Forsen clearly understands that
Yeah, I would play Forcer here on the guy.
on the giant.
Yeah.
Hmm?
Because then if we Flame Strike, you can attack with the guy for 8 damage to face next time.
Do you life tap as well?
yeah, I mean you're still over 15 before Alexstrasza comes down, so you can afford to life that at least once more. Maybe get a silence.
Forsen might be
Oh.
thinking about if Logan can kill him that next turn. And he was thinking about tapping right now. He plays Belcher right now. He won't have enough mana to just Flame Strike and then kill Belcher. So he'd have to take some damage to the face. And
So is Mountain Giant at 4 health right now, or?
it's
Yeah,
4
it's
health and he didn't Flame Strike.
Yeah, it's... This was
Can
really
you
ambitious.
explain that play to me? If
No. I mean, he was hoping to draw the second Nova, I guess. Or,
He can
Oh, it's-
stall
it's
for
trying-
for two turns with the ice blocks and ice barrier, so he's probably just going like ice
Yeah,
bolt.
Fire Blast in
and
the
then
hand, so
Fire
he's
Blast.
trying to stop for the lethal. But
Yeah.
Forsen have a
Jirax.
Jiraxis. which I can use next turn.
He can just play Molten Giant right now.
Yeah, Molten and probably heal.
Heal yourself and have to. Man, Scientist for Ice Barrier is so disgusting. I mean, it's compare that to Earth Earning Farseer. It's just so powerful. 2 mana, gain 8, get a 2/2.
He also wants to tone up the giants who doesn't die to Flame Strike.
Now
had at least
if
pay.
he does the play, can only do like the Farseer or the Molten guy, because I have his minions on board with the guy.
I'd definitely play Farseer
Yeah,
just to be
me
safe.
too.
I mean,
You don't want to die to double Firebolt.
I mean, Logan could afford playing Novice Engineers to hope and get something.
Yeah.
But if Forsen isn't in that position, it just has too many choices, too many cards, and a few of them might get Logan to victory.
It's like a bit of a sequencing error. You probably should have started with the Mortal Coil, see what he drew. But it didn't really affect his play much. So.
I don't think there was something you could draw off, and then
You could have drawn a second Farseer, maybe. Well, no, even then you'd probably play Molten. Alright, so Flame Strike is going to get pulled here. Novice into Belcher. So what do you do about Molten Giant? Do you Frostbolt it here?
I think you just Frostbolt it. It's too big of a threat. You don't want to take more damage.
Yeah, and now is what's it called, the 1 mana thing, the freeze thing.
Iceland?
Icelands is pretty useless because he used 2 Frostbolts already.
That's true. It's like
They need to draw both, and they only deal 4 damage now.
I think he used only 1 Frost Nova though, so you can at least
Yeah, I can use it with
neutralize.
Frost Nova. I can't use it on face damage.
But I mean, you can just double Icelands.
Yeah.
It's not a perfect thing to do, but
How much life is the Warlock at right now?
15.
Warlock is 15.
And Mage is
Exactly.
14.
Are you sure the Warlock? Yeah, the Warlock
Yeah,
must be
he's definitely
Forsen.
15 because he was a 12 when he played 2 mana Molten Giant.
No, I'm just surprised that the Warlock is Forsen. He has golden Warlock. I thought he was more of a rogue player.
He plays everything on stream.
Everyone has Warlock before me, man. I'm jealous. I would have it if I combined like the Europe and an A account, but
You know what? I wouldn't be surprised to see a Golden Shaman.
I have one.
nobody's perfect.
I also have a golden world. So
Alright. Yeah, the 4-minute zoo games, I guess.
yeah, a lot of it came from that, but also some from Handlocks.
You play Doomsayer there. Yeah, he can get rid of it by Shadow Flaming the Giant, for example.
Yeah. So one of the most important cards for the Warlock in this matchup is Iron Beak Owl, and I don't think Forsen's drawn a single one yet this game, which is unfortunate for him. But I mean, he still has the answer here in Shadow Flame if he wants to go for
You
it.
just Shadow Flame and then play Belcher.
You could also just like Jirax's Soulfire, develop that. I mean, it's probably better to Shadow Flame.
I would keep Jiraxis to heal up.
Yeah,
The thing is, it's like very possible to just take the full 14 in one turn.
Is he
gonna Soulfire?
I think he wants to solve fire, right?
I'll rip Jirax's. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean,
Unless you have a gold Jiraxis, he's immune to.
Forsen is a little face pounding and smiling. Logan's probably really happy right now.
he looks surprised for some reason. I mean, there's 4 cards in hand. There's like a 90% chance you discard Jirax's.
I mean,
It's just math.
even if you have 9 cards in hand,
Yeah, it's like a 90%
90% chance. It's just math. I'm a math. He just tries and he pings him every turn, and he has Pyroblast. I don't agree with that play on Forsen's side.
Nah.
I think it was too risky. You should just wait it out and
Yeah, with 4 cards in hand, it's like 25% to discard Draxus.
look at this.
The mage has so much time now.
He'd have to Siphon Soul his own minion, I think.
I think he'll end up doing that eventually, yeah.
That's disgusting.
This is probably not the turn it's gonna happen, but yeah, the mage just has all the time in the world now.
Yeah, and you have Ice Block and Ice
Here's
Barrier in hand as well, so.
Is Ice Block in play right now?
Yes.
Yeah, this.
I mean, that's gonna guarantee that he can play an Alexstrasza on a turn that he needs to. I guess he's gonna go for it now. I mean, I don't really see the point now, right? Like, it's not a big life swing either way, and it's not gonna get attacked through that. He doesn't have a sweeper. I guess all his other plays are pretty bad, but I would just Pyroblast him in the face right now.
I'd do the same thing because You know he doesn't have Jiraxis now, so you're not afraid of trying to burn him too quickly.
Yeah, you Power Blast him in the face and then use Alexstrasza to heal up.
I mean, Warlocks don't usually run out of Alexstrasza right now.
Like, the Warlock doesn't have lethal in play, does it? A little bit late on the Owl. You really want to use that to stop a Doomsayer or unfreeze one of your giants.
I think we'll see a second soldier. On a Sun Fury Protector.
So you can proc the Ice Block.
He did it right way though. But he has another Ice Block in his hand. If he top decks Ice Lance, he wins the game.
Yeah.
He just Ice Lance, and
No, that's one damage.
he doesn't have that many. He
He needs
doesn't.
like or needs a fireball.
But there are still 2 fireballs in his deck, so
It beat us.
Is he about to... Oh, that is aggressive.
Oh my god, that's. Wait, he does. He still does have
two
lethal.
damage off now.
What
so
was
you
the
need,
point of that over Alex? I guess, okay. I guess you don't want to die to burst, so you don't want Alexstrasza yourself, because...
I mean, he just wanted to get a Reddit post.
Yeah, well, Alexstrasza gets you killed by, like, what, Soulfire? So, I mean, this makes some sense. You really want to develop Ice Block this turn.
Forsen can proc the ice block this turn. He will probably Siphon Soul.
What was the point of playing Ice Barrier? Doesn't it just pop on board?
Yeah, it's weird.
So it couldn't, like, it's the same thing as not playing Ice Barrier. You could just have an Ice Barrier in your hand right now.
And the good thing is that Forsen has the Siphon Soul, and he might actually win at this point.
yeah, Logan needs a 5 top deck now to win.
Yep, but he still has...
Yeah, he still
Two.
has Alexstrasza, so he can still heal
Yeah,
himself.
yeah, and he can.
How many Fireballs are left? One? Two?
Isn't it two?
That's a
we
pretty,
haven't,
it's a pretty
we
small
haven't
deck.
seen, we haven't seen fireballs, so maybe they're not there. I mean,
The mage
they're
deck is
supposed to
pretty
be
small
there,
at this
but-
point. So.
Okay,
that's-
fireballs.
that's
Yeah, he
cool.
won.
Yeah, I think he had both in his, like, small... It must be like a 6-card deck at this point, so it's not like that unlikely. You know, 20-some cards in, you should expect to have one of your Fireballs.
This still reminds me of Raymac, Yonko thing, where they played on touchpad, which we do that now too.
Yeah.
So they just drag around the minions so they don't accidentally release it.
Yeah, you can have some embarrassing losses.
And Logan is playing
Logan is the
priest.
priest.
This is exactly what you want as the Priest deck. Very good matchup. I don't think you should keep the Blade Master. You could consider keeping Holy Nova. This is definitely the best matchup for Shadow Madness. 100% keep that card. Pray that your opponent plays a Hound Master.
And this is a really awkward hand for the priest
Yeah.
in the RV stage.
Absolutely, yeah, double Thought Steal, it's definitely not what you want. And,
And
Mind
mind
control.
control as well.
oh, God. I mean, Forsen's hand is fantastic for going first. It's really aggressive, it's exactly what you want. I wouldn't be surprised if this is one of the games that, you know, Hunter ends up winning. I mean, the matchup does favor Priest, but it's not, like, unwinnable for Hunter. It's
Oh, this is really good. He just got Wild Pyromancer. So if there are some one minions, he can clear it with a coin at least.
I don't know if I like his... Let me rephrase that. That was an awful play.
Yeah, I would have kept the coin because he just threw the
Yeah.
Pyromancer.
Yeah, this
exactly.
is why I was that happy that he top decked Pyromancer, because he just
Yeah, I had the coin,
covered
so
with the coin.
So could just have kept it and
I mean,
Hope for
what's your
another
game
spell.
plan now? Maybe he wants to play Knife, Forsen's thinking about playing Knife Juggler and then Web Spinner, so he can just go for face aggressively, but I think Animal Companion is also a good player, because even if you get Leok or Huffer, it's still more damage to the face.
I think we just go for the Knife Juggler and the...
Yeah, I agree.
It's good.
Forsen's board is really weak to Holy Nova because Logan threw away the coin. He just knows he has so much time to deal damage before that card comes down. And he even has one turn before Akanai Circle's a possibility, so yeah, this is just... I mean, the game's over. Is there anything you could draw? Like, you have to get Unleash the Hounds from the Hunter.
Oh, he got the Flare.
We can go for the...
Normally it's a good card to get, but...
This is gonna be turn 4, right?
Yeah, Leok is pretty sick.
Oh my god. So much damage.
Just the
This
casual...
game is over.
Casual turn 5 kill against Priest. Yeah, Lotheb locks it up. I mean, Forsen needs Akanai Circle this turn. He has, or sorry, Logan needs Akanai Circle. He doesn't have either half of it, so.
I think that coining out that still was his biggest mistake. I mean,
Would it have mattered? Like, he would have,
I don't think it would have mattered, but...
he would have Shadow Madness. No, he wouldn't. Man, yeah. There's honestly, I don't think there's any way the Priest would have won. I think it was a mistake, but you would have had to Thought Steal turn 3, and then turn 4 you'd have to go for the big like Pyromancer turn. You're just taking so much damage at that point. Your opponent plays a low thug. I don't think there's a limit. Priest was gonna win this game.
Yeah, he got a really bad start with like mind control and 2
Yeah.
blood steals.
I don't think he mulliganed incorrectly. I think he was. Like, you could argue he should have kept the Holy Nova, but other than that, I think I agree
If
with him.
he would be still be dead, because it's turn 5 now,
Yeah,
and the Hunter went first.
yeah, I agree. I
I think
think
if he kept the coin, he could have used it, but I think it
You
would
got
be
really
better.
screwed by that,
yeah.
that claw.
Auto molded too. You gotta look for Northshire Cleric, Dark Cultist. Like those are cards you want to see when you have coin. Wild Pyromancer.
Well, Forsen thinks it's explosive, or because it's not attacking. Or
Yeah, it could be. He's just trying to think of what the best play is, assuming it was. Ah, that ties it up.
Shape and like an armor smith.
It
And
chooses
if
to
you,
go.
so it's it's a full lock then.
it's probably
I think Hunter's slightly favored, regardless of which Warlock version it is. I think Hunter versus Handlock is probably like 60-40 in favor of Hunter, and I think Hunter versus Zoo is also in favor of Hunter, especially if you play Unleashed Islands next juggler.
it depends like what Zoo got in his starting hand. Probably maybe he has some Undertaker and some buffs.
I would keep Bow. Bow is good against both versions.
Oh, it's a hand lock.
It's a handlock.
And that hand is really awkward if he doesn't draw like the Watcher and coin it out and then
Yeah,
silence it.
is Forsen going to turn this around? I mean, he might. This is actually a good matchup for him, and ooh, that second Drake is such an important draw.
Yeah,
That makes Logan's hand, and rather than having a completely unplayable Drake, his hand is now phenomenal.
I wonder what decks Logan had left that he chose like handlock against Hunter.
The matchup is not as bad as it used to be. It's surprisingly okay for Handlock. But yeah, whatever classes he had left must have been even worse. Honestly, I think Hunter's favored against Warrior as well, so...
I'm still thinking about the bans though. I mean, does it mean that Forsen banned Warrior?
I think Warrior and Handlock are like equally bad against Hunter, honestly. It depends though. I don't know if I like this as much as Hellfire. That's a fine play.
I have double Molten in hands. I would have gone for the coin as well.
You would have gone for the Hellfire?
No, I would have gone
For the Drake?
for the Drake.
And then Hellfire the next turn to
Yeah.
go double Giant? That makes sense. Do you trigger, like, okay, he's gonna go face. That'll give away that it's Snake Trap. I might have blocked. I guess, yeah, you're not gonna attack creature. Ooh, that's brutal. So, he doesn't have access to Defender Vargas. There's no real way to deal with that unless you want to play Soulfire for 5, which it's not pretty, but maybe you do it. There's no reason to attack the 5/5, right? You just go face. Okay. Probably should have done that first. Doesn't really matter though. You know, if that was explosive, that was 2 damage on a Mountain Giant that didn't need to be there.
Forsen is... Yeah, he doesn't have any play.
He's got Kill Command though. I mean, that's only
He has
reason he
lethal
is.
next turn if it doesn't heal up.
And
He doesn't have lethal because he needs a beast.
Yeah, he has
He
one
has
lead.
Unleashed the Hells.
It's not enough mana, right?
It's, he has 6,
It's
yeah.
6 mana, so it's enough.
It's gonna be double Giant.
Well, oh, I guess he needs a ton.
If he forces to draw a web spinner next turn, I think he wins.
Mm-hmm.
But if he doesn't, I think Logan can take it still.
Yeah, I think Haunted Creeper does it too. Well, actually, no, it's not enough because right, he's gonna Siphon this turn and go in. Why is this happening before Siphon? There you go. Alright, and then yeah, I think you do Soulfire that, go face. And all of a sudden it looks pretty good for Handlock, right? Like, he needs Hunter's Mark or he's just dead. Or Freezing Trap, I guess. Would...
He just needs 3 damage. And 1 mana. No.
He needs,
He needs-
2 damage or 8 mana to kill him right now. So I think the Hunter's dead.
I think you need tracking and then gets Hunter's Mark. After that, you lift the Hells.
Is that it's a Snake Trap? in
He
play,
lost.
right? Ooh,
Yeah.
that's game.
Yep.
Well, you can unleash and kill command one of the giants, which, you know, he's gonna sit
It's still
here.
little on board then. 'Cause I have,
Is he at
3
15?
giants.
You're 18.
Yeah.
There are
Ah,
three giants.
okay.
There's no way he wins.
Yep. That's game. I told you it's okay for Handler. It's not great, but it's like winnable. Double Molten's pretty strong. I mean, his draw wasn't that good outside of that. No Sun Fury, no Farseer.
He actually had a Sun Fury.
Did he?
Yeah,
Top
he
deck
discarded
next
it.
turn.
Oh, yeah,
He
yeah.
top deck the previous turn, but it was discarded.
Yeah, that's right. Well, even without playing one.
No Forsen discards, there's no way in this game.
Yeah. So Logan takes it 3-2 off the back of Handlock. Neither player banned Warlock, and according to what I mentioned earlier, that